Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Knife Chats with Tobias.
I tell you what, it felt really good today finally getting out and going fishing again. It's been a long time since I've gone fishing, and I can't believe my luck that I managed to snag such a great fish today. Not the one you're seeing here, not the one in this picture, but a different fish. And I'll show you a picture of that in a minute. But I thought, yeah, I got to bring this one home, and it's going to have to get mounted because my grandkids just would not believe that I landed this fish unless I actually had proof that I had it. Yep, it's another sunfish, but it is a beauty. So let me tell you the story of how I managed to snag this sunfish. The story's going to be a little disjointed, but it'll be worth it in the long run.
I was out at the local flea market known as a Swaparama, and I came across this really beautiful Ocoee River sunfish. And well, it was not as beautiful as it is now. It was kind of had a lot of tarnish on the bolsters, and there was some staining on the blades and stuff. But I decided I would clean it up and show it off because I thought, what better way to make Knife Detector a little jealous than to show him this beautiful sunfish that I got for a steal of a price. Any case, look at the photos of what it looked like, and then I'll talk about what I did to polish up the bolsters a little bit, and then you'll see the finished product at the end.
We can begin with the shield. It was just a little tarnished, not too bad. And the covers, well, and they were kind of gritty and sticky from dust from sitting on the shelf for way too long. The bolsters were definitely not a happy sight. They had that tarnished look from years of just neglect, and you could see the outline of where the price sticker was and the glue that was remaining on there. There were two price stickers. One said 35, the other said 25. He had already marked it down. The poor sunfish was just sitting there languishing, hoping somebody would rescue him. The seller claimed it was a collector's item. He knew it was worth something, but nobody was interested in the poor sunfish. The bolsters just looked so tarnished, and it just kind of laid there, flopping just flat in the display case. So lonely. When I flipped the poor thing over, it even looked worse. So much tarnish. Even the blades were tarnished. I told the seller, I'll take that other knife, the one there, for $3 along with this one for the $25. So if you'll make that deal, I'll take this knife off your hand. And he shook his head, yes, he would take the deal. So two knives, $28 worth of knives for $25. I saw the inner beauty of this knife. I knew it was worth the original $25 asking price, but I had to make it feel like I was getting a deal. I wanted him to also know that I knew that he knew it was also a good knife. So we parted our ways, me with two small knives. Me with what I thought would be a prized sunfish for my collection. And the seller, well, he was happy. That poor sunfish had been languishing in the collection for so long, just taking up space. Now he could put a new, fresh M-Tech knife in its place that somebody would surely buy right away.
So this is the way the bolsters looked when I first got it. You can see it. There's a lot of tarnish on it or something. And this is where the price stickers were on it. There was an original price sticker of $35 and then a second one for $25. I ended up getting it for the $25, but he also threw in a free knife. So it really came down to right around $22 or so for it. And there you see the handle. And if you can see, I've already started polishing one of the bolsters. I started polishing it before I decided to, do the video on cleaning this up, because it was a little bit dirty when I first got it. See there, a Koi River. I believe this was made in Pakistan, but I don't see any mark on there showing where it was made, so it might have been a sticker on there for it. And the blade's got some staining and stuff on it, nothing dramatic. Everything looks like it'll be able to polish out, and I'll be working on that in a minute. Just like the other larger or smaller sunfish, the small blade is a little difficult pulling out, but this has not been cleaned or anything. Who knows how long it was sitting in his display case. I'm sure he was happy just to get it sold. But now I'm going to go ahead and clean it up, and then we'll talk a little bit more about my Koi River, what do you call it, the display knife. A Koi River display knife. Basically $22 for this monster of a knife, this floor display Sunfish. I'm throwing it in with my tortoiseshell knives because that's about as close as you're going to get to tortoiseshell in this, and it looks gorgeous. Now that I've polished it up, you can see I gotta still get some of the polish off, but they polished up really well. The bolsters, you got the nickel silver really showing up good. I think it might be probably stainless steel liners, but do you see the liners through there? And you got the nickel silver pins there. The shield polished up real well. The blades look a whole lot better than they did originally too. You can feel a little bit of you can feel the transition from bolster to the acrylic handle, but it's not really bad. And you see slight swell, just a very ever so slight swell in the handle. It's just a big flat sunfish. It's too heavy for my scale. I have no idea what it is. Probably well over a pound. Look at the size of the blade there. That's the 4 1/4 inch sunfish. And look at the blade. The overall length of the blade is right there. About 5 1/4, maybe 5 3/8 of an inch. The cutting edge on that blade is 4 3/4 of an inch, and look at the belly on that blade. Not to mention the shine. All the little stains and stuff came right off of the blade. You do see a couple scratches there because there's actually some blade rub with the secondary pin blade. If you want to call this a pin blade, look at the size of that monster. The pin blade has a cutting edge that is 3 1/2 inches long, 4 inches overall, if you can see right there, 4 inches overall for the length of that blade. And the action is a little stiff right now. I haven't oiled it yet or anything, so I haven't taken care of all the stuff, but man, does that not look gorgeous. And like I said, $22. And it is, as you can tell, like most floor display knives, it is 8 inches long, 8 inches closed. So my toothpick is also 8 inches closed, but when you look at the toothpick, it looks longer than this until you get them side by side. It looks like the toothpick is longer, but it's an optical illusion. They're both the same length. So there you have it. Two of my floor models now, or store display models, a toothpick and a sunfish. Now if I can ever find a scout knife that's a store display, that would be really cool. But I've got 2, which means I've got to get at least 3. So I might have to look at getting that 8-inch trapper by Rough Rider. I'd rather find an 8-inch Stockman or an 8-inch Barlow. That would be pretty cool too. But in any case, there you have it. My Akoi River store display sunfish. Man, is that pretty. Polished up really great. $22. Let me take just a second to thank you once again for dropping by and spending a few minutes here at Knife Chats with the Pius. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate any comments that you leave. So please remember to give me that thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you'll know when the next episode is up and running. Thanks again for dropping by. Really do appreciate your time here.